Hello everyone, and welcome to the Detroit Children's Museum. My name is Mr. C, and I'm coming to you from our studio here at the Detroit Children's Museum. Thank you for joining me today. We have a treat for you today, a beautifully written book. It's called The Girl on the Yellow Giraffe, and it's written by Ronald Himmler. Before I read to you the story, I want to give you a brief introduction of what you're going to experience as we dive into this story together. Then I have an activity for you that you may choose to use to help young people especially learn about the idea of perspective, okay? And imagination. Wizards and dragons, magic and battles. These are the things the girl on the yellow giraffe sees as she and her mother walk through their busy city neighborhood. Through her eyes, we see the story of the streets transformed into a fairy tale. Beautifully illustrated, The Girl on the Yellow Giraffe is a wonderful introduction to city life as seen through the imagination of a child. And those two things are key there. Through her eyes and through the imagination of this child. Okay? Let's do the activity. Simply, you need a card that you cannot see through. I have an index card here. And you could use crayons, or I use colored pencils. Pencils, fine too, just something that you can show a little contrast. On one side, I have a star. On the other side, I have balloons drawn. Okay? What you do in this activity is you simply, with a young one or whomever, you show them their side of the card and you ask them what they see on this card. Okay, that's key. So on this card, what do you see? And if I could hear you, you would say, I see balloons. You may say, I see 3 balloons. I see 3 balloons of different colors. You may even name the colors. How cool is that, right? I see a star. No, I see balloons. No, I see an orange star. It's right there on this card. And then you do the same or similar back to me. And you go back and forth like that for a bit of time, not too long, maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever you feel. You may have some fun with the little one or a young person that's with you about this. And then what you do is you turn the card over to show them, was I not correct? Did I not see an orange star? And they probably will say, yes, you saw an orange star on this card. You also saw 3 balloons of different colors. I saw an orange star. In the story, the little girl sees a magic box. Is it really a magic box? If you stick around, we're going to find out together. She sees a magician. Is he or she really a magician? And she sees a dragon. Does she really see a dragon? Now let's read the story together, okay? The Girl on the Yellow Giraffe by Ronald Himmler. There once was a girl on a yellow giraffe. She lived in a beautiful stone castle. Inside the castle, there was a magic box. It carried her gently down to the land of the giants. She was not afraid. She said hello to everyone, and everyone said hello to her. What do you think the magic box really is? From her perspective, she considered an elevator to be a magic box. You may not agree, but from her perspective, her point of view, this box that took her magically down and up was something that she enjoyed with her mom. The land of the giants were people. She visited strange places and saw many wonderful things. She saw a wizard a magician in a blue hat, and monsters and dragons. Now, we know that those big machines are not monsters and dragons, but you can understand why she may think that these are monsters and dragons. Not necessarily scary ones. She's looking at these big objects and she's listening to the noise that they make, and from her perspective, they are monsters and dragons. Sometimes the road was rough. Sometimes the road was smooth. She played in a garden. It had a fountain. Now, from her perspective, or her point of view, that indeed looks like a garden. In fact, you could consider it a garden, even from your perspective or point of view. She watched games and battles. She rode wild animals and flew with the birds. She climbed a mountain and came to a river. It was too wide to cross, so she started for home. What do you see in that picture as she looks over across the river? What colors do you see? What do you think they are smelling as they stand there alongside the yellow giraffe? What do you think the mom is thinking? What is the little girl thinking? The games were over. The fountain had stopped. The magician had disappeared. The wizard was sleeping. But the magic box was still there. It carried her gently up to her home in the castle. And from her window, she could see the river, too wide to cross on a yellow giraffe. I hope you enjoyed today's reading of The Girl on the Yellow Giraffe by Ronald Himmler. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me, and we'll see you next time, okay? Have a great day.